What is the dark night of the soul? The dark night of the soul is basically a moment in a person's life where there is a crisis so big that it makes them question everything they know and everything they have accepted. It makes them question their relationships on all levels. I mean, all relationships, even the ones one has with oneself. My dark night of the soul came about 2 years ago with a relative, someone I unquestionably cared for and had nothing but loyalty and love for. It was going. I was going through a great deal of stress, some of which I did not understand. Eventually, I got what I thought was a stomach virus. At that time, my dark night of the soul began. It had all the signs coming, but I ignored them. I wanted the relationship with this relative to be good. I come from a small family, and just about everyone close to me was dead. In my mind, I needed this relationship to be the kind that you say, look, the world can turn me on my head, but I got someone, they're always in my corner. What I really had was a taker who believed my very existence was to give and theirs was to take. At one point, this relative said to me that being sick was such an inconvenience and that now we were even. In fact, just because they took care of me, I owe them for saving my life. I can honestly say that for days I was in a haze with fever, and I told them I could have. I asked them if I could have a blanket to cover myself, because years before I had left my blanket in the laundromat, and they said, "Look, you left your stuff in the laundromat. I'm just giving you this out of the kindness of my heart." This was the beginning and not the end of my understanding of who my relative was. To put it briefly, their paternal side of the family is filled with people with mental illness, but I believe this person to be a malignant narcissist. This was my opinion. The person would never be diagnosed, but I have and still continue to research what this person's actions are. I will never understand them, but I understand I lived for many years wanting a relationship that could never exist, and an individual who is so capable of hatred, vindictiveness, and void of love, all the capacity to love, to say the least. This kind of experience that brings you to your knees. During the worst of my 3 months so-called stomach virus, I just started to make peace, thinking I could not and would not be able to live through it all, but I did. And I want others to know that it is possible to question, to know your world. The world you know has crumbled. And, sometimes it can bring you the other side of you. You don't have to come out bitter. I had those moments. You don't have to stay angry. I was angry. You come out knowing that resiliency is real. And if you can overcome this, you can overcome many of life's challenges wiser, stronger, and better than you ever thought possible. Well, for now, remember that life is for the living. Live it. Till next time, stay well.